Hello, this is Jesse MC222 here, and well, Windows support just opened up for some reason. Today I'm going to be talking about the two main next-gen systems. I don't consider the Wii U a next-gen system. I believe it sucks. So I'm mostly going to be talking about the controllers today because Gowdyman and I already did a video on the systems. So on the left here you can see that's the Xbox One controller, and on the right that's the PS4 controller. Um, well, first thing I'd like to note is the main thing that I have with these is that well, the analog stick positioning. I do like that, how the Xbox has one set a little bit higher, and I would like that this stick be switched around with the D-pad there. And well, the buttons I can show you more in detail later, but it's sort of like the marble, how like a marble where you can like see inside the marble and see how they have the squiggly thing. And with the Xbox controller, they moved the home button. I see their point. Like I always overshoot the pause button and end up hitting the home button where it used to be on the Xbox controller. But so I see why they did that, but I would prefer it to stay there. It's easier to reach. And these shoulder buttons are a little bit bulkier, as you can see. The those, yeah. And they set the D-pad into the controller a little more. One of the major flaws of the other Xbox controller. And they no longer have start and back. They have a button that looks like two windows. I'm not too sure what it's gonna do yet. And they have an options button, which I say it's an options button because on my phone it has three lines like that button has. I can show you again in another picture in more detail. It has three lines on it, and on my phone that's an options button. So another major thing that I'd like to note about the Xbox controller is it has rumblers, and just in case you don't know what rumblers are, that's what makes the controller vibrate. So they have rumblers right here in the palm where the rumblers usually are, and they also have rumblers up here on both sides of the controller. So you can feel the whole controller vibrating even at your fingertips. So that would make like a gun in COD, like, and you could feel it more. But one thing that I do like about the PS4 controller more is this rubber that's on here. And again, in another picture I can show you in more detail. So now I'm going to switch. This picture of the PS4 controller, I'm going to start off with the PS4. You can see a little bit more texture in the rubber there that I was talking about on the controller, and it actually extends all the way back to the triggers. Um, this touchpad here, I'm not a big fan of it because what I think is like you could go up here, and I'm going to talk about that in a second too. You could go up there to hit your options button, overshoot a little bit, hit the touchpad. I'm not too sure what they're going to do with the touchpad yet, but if it has anything to do with the game, you could screw up your game. So this will be the power button for the controller, and then it actually has a speaker in the controller as well, right here above the power button. That I think that'll be a little bit. I think that'll be a little cool for sound effects. Now, these two button placements here, I don't like the placement of it because it sort of seems like you're gonna have to stretch like I would usually like have my finger sort of like on X or square if I were playing a PlayStation, and it seems to me like I would have to reach up a little bit to get to the options button, whereas on the Xbox controller you just reach in a little bit. And the share button, apparently you'll be able to share stuff with people on the PlayStation 4. So yeah, and another picture of the PlayStation 4. If I, all right, here it is. So this gives you a little bit more of the showing of the rubber there, and it also shows you more of these triggers. Um, right there, you can see the trigger. It extends out a little bit too much. I don't like that, but I can see like you'll get a little bit more of something to actually put your finger onto. And then if you look right here, this is the sensor for the controller, the wireless part of the controller, and then right there that'll be the charger. Um, so yeah, that's all I have to say on this picture. Here's another picture. Um, So this shows you a little bit more in detail this blue thing here that I was talking about, and there's the charger. You can see the textures in the touchpad there a little bit better, and yeah, you can see the speaker there a little bit more. They do set the D-pad in a little bit, but not as much as they do on the Xbox. And again, you can see the rubber there. I kind of like that because like Josh and I, Gouty Man and I, when we play COD, our hands sweat a little bit, and that'll give us some more grip on the controller. So moving on. So this will be my last picture of the PlayStation 4 controller, and all I really have to say about it is again the rubber there, again, the rubber again, and you can see this options button and share button a little bit better, and right there you can see how the trigger extends out a little bit better. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the Xbox controllers. Alright, so right here the main thing that I want to note is that you can actually see this right here. It's made of rubber, but it's like a carbon fiber design, and you can see in more detail how they laid the D-pad in a little bit more. And right there you can see the button a little bit better. You can see like the window there and the little window there. But what I'm mainly showing off in this is the analog stick. So moving on to the next picture. Well, sorry, my other pictures don't seem to want to work right now, so I guess I'll just leave it off on this. Uh, I guess you'll just have to take my word for it about the, like, marble feature of the buttons there on the Xbox controller. But, yeah, myself, I think I would much rather go with the Xbox One than the PS4 when it comes to the next gen systems. And if you want the Wii U, well, you can just go away now. Uh, so this has been Jesse B 222, and I'll talk to you later.